All right, I'm here picking up my fiberglass. My buddy Jeremy, thank you Jeremy, let me have it shipped to his place of business because he's got a forklift and a dock. Yeah, so thank you Jeremy, you're a stud, man. I really appreciate it. Damage. There's damage there. There's damage there. There's damage here. There's a huge scrape and damage there. There's a big dig and a huge dig. Well, that's actually protecting cover. Damage there. There's a big cut in the top of it there. This side looks somewhat clean, I guess. So, and this was all recorded, photographed by the ABF freight driver as well. So, I just want to have video record of this. Dig, dig, dig. Looks like somebody ran into it with a forklift. So, that's great. Anyway, there we go. Alright, got the table cleaned off. I got my roll of fiberglass in place. That was not easy. That roll was 535 pounds, so that took a little doing to get that off the pallet and into place. And I think I showed a clip of it a little bit ago, but I'm going to explain a little bit more. So the transport company that shipped this all the way across the country knocked this thing off of the pallet and then tried to pick it up with a forklift and put a bunch of digs in it. You can see over there, and you can see right here, and then there's another one that was sort of about right here down at the other end too. So they have come and inspected it, and they're filing, the manufacturer I got it from, Vetra Resina, is filing a claim with their broker, who is in turn dealing with the trucking company. So if I ever get any kind of a refund or compensation for this, I will be pleasantly surprised. Let's just leave it at that. So anyway, I gotta get creative with how I'm gonna hide those marks, because I'm still gonna use it. It'll be hopefully hidden on the inside front panel. I think that'll work. Anyway, so next is table's all cleaned off. I got myself some 6mm Visqueen here, so I'm gonna cover the whole table in plastic sheet, and then here's my rubber sheet that I got. This is a 15 by 20, I think, 45mm. That is actually a rubber pond liner in case anybody is wanting to build their own giant vacuum table. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to see, but I think it'll work. It's nice, kind of stretchy, kind of flexy rubber. So that's really the only large sheets of EPDM rubber I could find that was affordable. So I got that. Normal price on Amazon was $137 shipped for a 15 by 20, which that's decent. And there was an Amazon warehouse deal where the packaging was damaged, but same thing, it was like $110. So I got that one, and it was hilarious. The box looked like it had been taped shut about 10 times, but nothing wrong with the sheet. The sheet is totally fine. As far as I know, I haven't unwrapped it yet, but it looks like it's brand new. So we'll see how that goes. Got my vacuum pump mounted to the table. I need to, I'm going to wire in a switch box, I think, for it so that I can just have it plugged in and just flip the switch on and off. And I am using a standard vacuum bag style connector here. Let's just take this apart real quick so that comes apart. Put it through the hole in your rubber sheet, and that's that. I actually did order a ball valve to go in between this air chuck and the elbow, so that once I get the vacuum sucked out of it in the middle of the table, then I can just shut it off, and hopefully that will stay vacuumed for, I don't know, hopefully overnight, 12 hours, something like that. But I'm trying to remember. I'll have to look on my spec sheet for the epoxy, but that will, I don't know, it's a few hours to half a day, something like that. I probably haven't showed this yet either. This is my Solar Composites 820 resin, and then I got the 824 hardener, which is the slow set hardener, which at what is it, 85 degrees ambient temp, then that you have a working time of like 45 minutes with that stuff. So I'm hoping that I've got 45 minutes to an hour if I've got it above 80 in here. So we'll see how that works too. Foam is cut and fit to the floor. So that's the first thing I'm going to glue down, is the foam to the floor and the glass on top of that, obviously. So that's what all these buckets are for. I went and bought a bunch of buckets from a guy for weight. I'm going to fill them up with water and then use that as weight to hold the floor down. And I also got a set of free weights from the thrift store for like $8, which was actually a good deal. I can use those to lift weights or something later on. So anyway, yeah, that's the next step here, is getting the table covered with plastic and then getting the fiberglass cut and fit, and then gluing the floor down, which is going to be a big step. So well, I'm happy about that. First test run. So I'll probably have to seal it around the edges better than just laying metal on. I'm gonna, when the full panels are on here, I'll be clamping it along the edge with probably bar clamps, like those Irwin clamps right there. But yeah, I'll bar clamp it around the whole outside. But that's encouraging. That's just a piece of foam with a couple t-shirts on it. So that's exciting. I'm glad that worked, because I had no idea if that was going to work or not. This is my poor man's breather cloth that I got from Walmart today. A lot of the vacuum bag woodworking guys say to use this stuff instead of breather cloth and some of the stuff you can buy from the vac bag places, because it's way cheaper. I got 10 pounds of it for $20 or something. So, and that'll be reusable as well. So that's really encouraging. I'm glad that that's showing like that's going to work. Time to start laminating the floor. I had my heater going with another space heater, and it's nearly 100 degrees in here, which is warm because it's about 60 outside. So this epoxy has to cure above 80. The sheet metal on the floor, I've checked with my temp gun, wherever that went, and it's about 90-ish degrees, the steel. So I think that's going to be pretty good for curing this stuff in a timely manner, because anything, the guy said, John Soller at Soller Composites, said anything below 80 is going to take quite a while to cure. So I want to make sure that I've got it hot enough in here. So I've got my 5,000 watt 220 volt heater in the corner, and then I went down and bought another 5,000 watt 220 heater that I've got just plugged in and sitting on the floor, which I'm sure is totally fine and up to code and everything. So yeah, time to start laminating some foam. I got all my foam sanded. All the foam has been sanded both sides with 60 grit DA sander. Everything, I just vacuumed and cleaned this off earlier today, so I think I'm ready. Let's see what happens. display you. She's great. She helped so much. Whew, man, it is hot in here, but hopefully that works. Huh?
Breathing is hard.
Yeah, it's hot and not too bad at epoxy fumes, but it's a little heavy.
I can handle the heat or the fumes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. It was hot in
And
here.
the fumes aren't like that. I'm just wuss.
Yeah,
I'm just wuss.
that's okay. Thank you again.
Door open or closed?
Oh, closed, and I'm going to be in a couple minutes.
Promise?
Yep. All right, so looks like we're down to about 88 in here. So let's plug this death trap back in and get this heat cranked back up in here. There we go. All right, that one's cranked. And let's crank this one up, which is turned on by that switch. Cool. All right. Keep your fingers crossed for about 12 hours and then we'll see how it looks. I think we got enough epoxy on there. We haven't even used quite a gallon yet. There's still probably less than a quart left in there, so that's not too bad. So you figure all my big panels, there's one wall, there's the other wall, there's the roof and probably part of the roof, interior. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to use every bit of probably 9 gallons of the 10 gallons I bought. So anyway, one last look. I'm going inside. I'm hot and tired.